Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. And that being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Chevron Amethyst, then this is for you. So Chevron Amethyst is a beautiful stone for dispelling any negative energy, cleansing the aura, dissolving fears, enhancing your intuition, connecting to the truth. It is a beautiful stone for psychic development. Of course, all the variations of amethyst are supportive in that realm. So group 1, some of the main energies in your reading today is Taurus, Leo, a little stack there, okay. Taurus, Leo, and Cancer and Sagittarius are the main energies. So it could be you or someone you're dealing with, part of your chart that's activated. We've got Capricorn there as well. Okay, cool. I'm also going to do an extra little pendulum for you. I know I was going to do it bi-weekly, but I just feel like it's fun, so I'm going to do it. So if you have a little question for the end, stick around for that. We're going to jump into the past energy as always for my group 1s, starting with the 9 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Swords. It's an interesting cards to see here, and coupled with everything else that's going on around this reading, it looks like first of all with the 9 of Cups, this is wish fulfillment, things that have been going well. We've got the Hierophant here, so you may be feeling like there's something's changed in your life. You've got this wish that gives you a sense of belonging. So something's come into your life and it feels like home, or it feels like maybe it's a community you can really resonate and belong to. It could be a family, a relationship, or something like this. There's some sort of wish fulfillment. It could also be landing the job of your dreams, or some sort of partnership in a community where you feel like things are happening very quickly. The changes you've had recently have been perhaps very quick, but it also comes with overthinking, fear, and stress. So something's going on here where maybe some wish fulfillment's happened and you're suddenly thinking the worst, or worrying that it's not going to pan out how you'd like it to. Things are going to go pear-shaped. There's these sorts of feelings and thoughts wrapped up in this energy here. So you may also feel like you may feel threatened, like for some, this isn't for everyone, but for some of you, like what you have feels maybe threatened, like something you believe in. It could be to do with your faith or your love, your passion. So you may feel like there's a threat in this situation, but for the most part, I feel like I'm hearing time feels like a threat for some of you. So maybe you feel like the timing of something is off, or it's not happening quick enough, and there's stress around that. So in the current energy moving into the week ahead, we have the 5 of Wheels, which is the 5 of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles here as well. So there's a situation financially, most likely, could also be with regards to health or be tied into health situations, but there's a situation here where it feels dire. So maybe there's been maybe you've had to quit your job or leave your job for some reason, or there's been like a change of staffing or less hours at your work, or there's some sort of bill come in that you've been stressed about paying. And with the King of Wheels here, the King of Pentacles, we've also got the 9 of Pentacles as we progress further in. When I look at this, I feel like you've got people around you who are financially stable, who you may lean on or support you in some way. But I do feel like you want to gain your own financial independence away from this person or these people. Whether or not they're your friends, family, or partner or not, I still feel like you want to turn your financial situation around and be the one in control and the one creating the abundance. And that's what you're going for. I do feel like there's stress and fear around your ability to do that. For a lot of you, it could literally just be in your head that you think that things are going to go wrong, or that there's stress that you can't handle. you're actually more than capable, but there's so much unknown and fear and stress and pressure. For some reason, there's pressure. And like I said before, it could be a timing thing that you feel the pressure. Maybe there's a due date for a bill or something like that. There's some sort of pressure here where you feel like you've got to deliver something and you're not sure if you're going to be able to do it. You want independence in this situation. You want to create abundance for yourself. I see big dreams here. Like you're expecting something to happen. And I do feel that is the case for you. Three of Swords, the Four, Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely stress around finance here. But things can certainly improve. As we progress into the week ahead, we have the Two of Swords and the Moon, and then the Six of Cups. So some of you, this is in relation to family situations. This could also be for some of you like financial or abundance mindsets or belief systems that you've picked up from childhood or from your family that you're trying to shift and change to create more abundance and stability and long-term success, security in your life. This is definitely a time to just trust. Two of Swords is usually a card of maybe like indecision or lack of clarity, but I do feel for you this is a matter of just trusting, going with the flow and coming back to innocence and play. If that's possible for you somehow here, if you've got overstress and you're definitely needing a little bit of downtime, a little bit of play, a little bit of fun, to come back to life a little bit if you've been overstressed about things and trying to push forward. And it's good to have a nice balance here, because you can't just be all bogged down in fear and worry, because what's that going to create? What's that going to align you with? There's a need to play here and have fun, to take your power back and just trust, definitely trust that things are unfolding. I kind of get like, when I was pulling these cards, I like saw someone who's sort of like, they feel like they're alone in this, and it's them. I'm almost going to say them versus God, or it's that you're having this conversation with God about this point in your journey, where you are, what you've come from, where you're headed, and you may feel isolated, alone, detached, or cut off from some sort of power source here, but I'm seeing an open dialogue with Spirit about that. So I do think there's a lot of talk for you, a lot of meditation, a lot of connection with Source, your own, and connection with your own power, and how to utilize that to create this outcome that you want. Some of this is stress around family or around children, parenting, these sorts of things. Some stuff from the past may be coming up later in the week. Let's have a look at that. Maybe hearing from someone you haven't heard from in a while. The Three of Swords, yeah, okay. The Chariot on the bottom. I see the Seven of Wands. This is definitely past stuff coming up for clearing. You're needing to move through this. This is painful, heartache. And then there's the World there. You're moving into a new cycle. The past does not equal the future. And especially with regards to your childhood patterns, things like that, the things that you feel you may hold a curse or some sort of like family lineage of some sort of pattern that doesn't resonate with what you're trying to create. So you need to work through those patterns, work through those blockages or whatever that is. So there's definitely stuff coming up around that. And I think there may be some hard conversations. I think there's a conversation coming with someone that maybe hurt you, or there's pain there still. See the Tower, death, something that's ended. More conversation around all of this. So maybe there's been a separation here, assets divided, finances divided, but you're wanting to get independence. All right, so in the area of challenge, we have the Ten of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, Four of Wheels. Ten of Swords is about an ending. This person feels obviously very defeated and defenseless with the swords in their back. They're ready to give up in the situation. So maybe you feel that way at times. In the Four of Pentacles, you're ready just to shut down, to lock down, to cut people off, to not give. If there's people asking for things of you, like you're ready to say no and have strong boundaries and just sort of like take yourself away and protect yourself and heal yourself. I kind of get this sense of isolation in this, and maybe it's isolation you've created. Maybe it's necessary isolation in this particular issue so that you can handle it and be the one to liberate yourself from this situation, whatever it may be. Yeah, you may also be blocked from speaking with another person. It could be the other way around, where, you know, maybe you're not blocking the world, someone's blocking you, but you'll know how it fits you. That's the challenge. What will help with the challenge? A whole bunch came out, and it really felt important to take them. So first was the Five of Swords. Then we had, in a little group here, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, Three of Pentacles, sorry, the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So starting with the Five of Swords, this is the end of a battlefield. What you've been through, I'm hearing fruitless. So maybe there's been some sort of drama or situation you've been caught up in that just is fruitless. It doesn't seem worth your time or energy. Walking away from things would be for the best. And the way this came out, I want to read it leading up to the Six of Wands here. So the Knight of Wheels is the Knight of Pentacles. It is very slow moving energy. And this is what helps with the challenge. So get moving. Be determined and chip away. You've got the card here, I am determined, in your personal power for this week. And it's got the energy of the beehive. So it's also collaboration and community, connection with others, working together, staying busy, being in charge, the queen of your hive, that sort of thing. Delegate where necessary, but determined to chip away, and that's Knight of Pentacles energy. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is someone who, at their paid work, they're working, they're working away at it, they're chipping away, they're getting better and better. So this is something that takes time to craft, to create whatever it is you're working at. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. It's like a new opportunity begins. The Three of Pentacles, an opportunity to collaborate, is here for you. If it's not here, it will be soon, but I do believe it is. Seven of Cups. You've got these, while you're still working on one thing, I think there's a lot of other things popping up for your attention, and you're needing to sort of cut back on some of those things. We've got the Eight of Cups next. Cut back on the things that don't really need all of your attention. I think maybe a diluted energy right now is not a good thing. So just have a few select things that you're giving your time and focus to. And what does that bring you? The Six of Wands. That's victory. That's being recognized for your hard work. That's having it all pay off. It's a victory card, success. So it's determination is what's needed, chipping away. But don't forget to have a little fun. I really want to hold this one up now. Have fun. Learn to love life again and try to enjoy life more by having fun. Just dance with yourself, play with the children, walk your dog, whatever it is. Just have a little fun. If you're cleaning, put some music on, you know. Wiggle a little. Okay, so what you don't see coming, we have the Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords, Three of Wands. What you don't see coming, I think you actually do see this coming, it feels like. It's prolonged determination and work ahead. Seven of Pentacles is working and not seeing the results for some time. King of Swords is probably getting a little tired of that. It felt like when I was first putting them down, I'm like, oh, you know, just, it seems like a long road, you know, and that can be a little daunting. But Three of Wands is like, keep your heart open for miracles, blessings, support, and opportunities to come your way, because the Three of Wands is here, and the King of Swords can manifest that. He can manifest that. He can absolutely vision that, speak it into existence. Whatever this is you're drawing towards yourself. The Ten of Pentacles, something long-term and stable, something like financially successful. What's that there? The Ace of Wheels. So there's very Taurus energy there in that bull. But and Leo as well. They're the two main energies that came in this reading, actually. Leo and Taurus. The Ace of Wheels. There's a new opportunity that is coming your way. Just keep at it. Keep working. Stay true. Stay balanced. Stay true. Don't forget to add a little play in the mix here. If you're all work and no play, and you're not gonna really bring this in a way that is fun and effortless and free and lighthearted. I think it's very important to do those things that seem a little counterintuitive. It's like, it doesn't seem like it supports my vision in the work side of things, but it absolutely does in the energetic side of things, and the lightheartedness and the openness to receive. So in the outcome, we have strength. I love to see that here. Shows that you've got the perseverance for this situation, that you can see it through. We've got the Ten of Cups here. Ten of Cups is abundant fruits and a couple with a newborn. So there's a lot of happiness to come from your perseverance in the future in your outcome. Four of Swords and the Five of Cups. There's still some woes from the past, pain patterns and beliefs from the past that you are working through so that you can have this happiness, this outcome. Maybe it's the family image that maybe it's being able to provide for your family that is what you want here, and you're absolutely capable of that. There are some beliefs and emotions that may need help dissolving that get in the way, particularly beliefs and emotions. I do feel here grief from the things of the past, and yeah, definitely some stress, but yeah, the strength and the Ten of Cups and the outcome is beautiful. All right, let's go into the Oracle, and I chose this one because we've got Halloween coming up, and we have Graveyard, Unnecessary Fear. It's actually the Halloween Oracle. Been saving it for this week. Today's modern graveyards are restful places, normally highly manicured and well set out. Whilst they can be places of profound sadness, few are the creepy Gothic places of old, yet they still hold an undercurrent of fear and seem frightening places. Due to countless stories of haunted graveyards, the thought of walking through cemeteries evokes fear in many of us. We imagine zombies and ghosts rising from the graves and bad spirits hiding out, waiting to harm an unsuspecting living person who walks by. The idea of being at a graveyard after dark, or worse, at midnight, is the stuff of dares and nightmares. But this isn't the way of every culture. On the Mexican Day of the Dead, the whole family's picnic on the graves of their loved ones who have passed. Children play upon the graves. People play music, drink wine, and share food, all in the company of the dead. Graveyard dust is used as an ingredient in protective spells, not in curses. And Day of the Dead is actually coming up in this weekend on the 2nd of November. So maybe that's something you celebrate with your family, or maybe it's something you'd like to celebrate with your past loved ones. Pull this card and know that you fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct steps and that you will act upon them. It's quite simple. You have anticipation here with the quail and gooseberry, which is similar vibe. It's like anticipating something negative that may happen, but we've actually got the card here, I am safe, which is your personal power this week. So you are safe and protected, determined to work and strive forwards, but also balance that out with a little playtime. I really like the sweetness of this message this week. But the quail and the gooseberry, fresh gooseberries are a tempting treat, but pick them without care and you might hurt yourself. Gooseberry bushes are loaded with thorns and meant to protect the delicate fruits within. Similarly, the quail anticipates danger by hiding among low-growing vegetation. From its obscured perch, it can carefully watch, monitoring for predators. So this is a time of taking care and being prepared for the future, but also not over-worrying yourself unnecessarily. We have the look at the bigger picture with full moon in Sagittarius. So there's clarity coming in this situation, but for the most part at the moment, you need to just trust and move into gratitude and abundance where you can. Just coming back to this Nine of Pentacles here, same color as well. Seeing the bigger picture of your life, like what you've actually already got, what you've already achieved. There's a lot to draw on with what you already have, an abundance mindset instead of coming from the lack. Sure, there's concerns and things that you're worried about, but coming in from that lack mentality is only going to make things more stressful. We need a can-do attitude, I'm hearing. Okay. Platypus, I'm sorry, it's eucalyptus. I don't know why I said platypus. It's all Australian. Eucalyptus. Interesting fact, actually, Jackson, our little crystal picker, was telling me this weekend that koalas, little baby koalas, will eat their mother's poop to help their body gain the antibodies and everything they need in their gut to be able to digest the eucalyptus, which otherwise would be poisonous for them, which, I don't know. I thought that was a really cool fact. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Isn't nature incredible though? You know, it's all set up to support us from wee little Beb all the way through. There are many aspects to success. Material wealth is only one component, but success also includes good health, energy, and enthusiasm for life, fulfilling relationships, creative freedom, emotional and psychological stability, a sense of well-being, and peace of mind. Eucalyptus is as easygoing as an Australian wearing flip-flops with sandy feet. She doesn't get drawn into dramas as she knows that life is more than that. When we can't take a breath, we may feel emotionally unsupported. We might also feel choked by responsibilities of a situation or even a loved one. Sometimes life gets a little congested and we can't say no, and we realize that we have agreed to too many things that now need our time and effort. These commitments that are all-consuming are an indication that we are afraid to miss a good opportunity. We have our mind set to scarcity rather than abundance. I was just talking about. Whatever the case is, make sure you understand that taking time out will not be a waste of time. It is time to repair and welcome new opportunities into your life. Bringing all of this into your awareness will be the first step towards adjusting the problem. Eucalyptus is an amazing oil for respiratory health. It's also a great analgesic, antibacterial, and insecticide, making cleaning pleasant and efficient. Drawing this card means you need a breath of fresh air, a break from responsibilities, and a sense of liberation. Scents and sounds are all carried on the air. Bathe yourself in the breath of life. Breathe deeply and keep going. Move away from anything that is clogging your path. Nothing like jumping a good bump in the road. The affirmation for this card and for you is, I claim health and peace for myself now. I am blessed with perpetual well-being. I really like that. That really touched on so many other points in this reading, that card. It's fantastic. So I am safe is your personal power, but you also have I am determined. I think these two go well together. And then the last two before your pendulum question, we have have fun again, as we saw, and also own your power. Fix the external by changing the internal. Own your power. This is an as within, so without situation. This is a test. Your commitment is being tested here. I can see that. This is an opportunity for you to really lean into those things that you've heard of that sound good, or maybe you've tried them before and they've worked for you. Change the way you look at the world. The world you look at will change. It's perceptionary, and it's something you're being tested with right now. So you've got this. It's an opportunity to create more abundance and have the strength to really believe it. So pendulum time. Okay, so group one's yes, first of all, please. Thank you, I can feel that. And then straight over to the no. What's that going to be? Okay, good, beautiful. And so the answer for group one's question, please. It's going up. Yeah, it's a yes. Trying to get there. It's a yes, and there was no doubt about it. I could just feel the energy shifting and moving, and with the yes though, it was like bursting through stuff in the way. There was stuff in the way of that yes, but it didn't matter. It actually didn't matter. You may think that that stuff matters, or the fact that it's in the way is a problem or matters, but to me it was just this little yes that keeps on going. It's very much like the determined card, and it's so determined that it just is a yes. It's like something wants to live, and it will. It must. It's like the little seedling growing through the cracks of the pavement, that type of thing, against all odds sort of situation, or against some sort of barrier. It's still a yes or something. Okay, that's what I have for you, group one, in this reading. I've really enjoyed this one. I hope you have too. I hope it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. There should be some private spots left if you're looking for a private reading for November. Otherwise, I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group one. Hey, group two. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the little piece of amber, then this one is for you. And amber is a healing and soothing, calming energy. So maybe something you're wanting a little bit of calming and soothing right now. It's a good stone for self-confidence as well, connected to the sacral chakra. So group 2, I'm going to do a pendulum question for you at the end, so you may like to think about what your question's going to be. I've been really enjoying doing the pendulum lately. I was going to do them bi-weekly, but you know, I'll enjoy it, so we'll do it again. Okay, we got here in your reading, some of the energies are Capricorn, Leo, Cancer, Pisces. Leo here quite strongly, maybe a little bit of Libra. What's up there? Oh, we've got Capricorn here strongly, yeah, and Aquarius too. Okay, all right. So that could be you, someone you're dealing with, but it doesn't matter too much. In the past energy, starting out with your reading, in the past we have the 4 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and the Devil. Interesting. So this is a mixed bag. This I feel like a lot of complicated situations flooding in at once with this one here, this reading. So bear with me, because it may be some things resonating, some things don't, but you know how it goes. So with the 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, for some of you there's been like pressure to not pressure to maintain, maybe it is pressure to maintain some status quo, but like I feel like there's something you want very, very dearly here to work out or to attract into your life, but there's a lot of stress around how that's going to come to pass. This could be a financial thing, it could be like a relationship or something, but for some of you it could be something entirely different, which we'll get to soon. But for the most part here, I see that you've in the past taken a step to protect your own energy and your own stress levels from a particular situation that you've been trying to work at. You've been trying to acquire something, and you've realized that maybe you've needed to step back from that, come at it from a different approach, or there's some sort of change in the way you're handling things moving ahead. But in the past energy, it's like, so this is something that you've had to protect yourself. Maybe you've had to protect yourself from negative energy or from something quite toxic, and it's been very stressful for you. For others of you, it's something that you want, that you for some of you there's a level of obsession and addiction in this situation, and you're like really strategizing how to make this work in a way that is healthy, or how to change things so that they can be more healthy. With the 4 of Pentacles here, you may have blocked someone or pulled back your energy because of stress, and this person or situation definitely brings a lot of stress. Doesn't mean they're good or bad. Everyone will be a little different in their circumstances, but for some of you it's financial stress, or like I said before, like the status of a relationship or something like this could be all tied up in this. And these lovers, there's so much passion here, but it hurts at the same time. So maybe that's what's stressful for you, a love that hurts, or it may not even be to do with love. Like I said, it could be to do with status or an addiction cycle, or something that's maybe someone else has got addictions that stress you out. Yeah, it's a Knight of Cups. Yeah, okay. So I feel like there's been a lot of fun and play and passion and excitement here in the past in this situation. But there's also like a fine line in trying to keep things like protected and safe, and you can't really cross a boundary here, it feels like. I don't know. Lots of menacing thoughts in the past around this situation, like really, really probably quite painful with this particular 9 of Swords. All the crows are chasing, and she's like, get away, trying to get rid of this sort of overwhelming sense that comes with this situation. But anyway, in the current energy moving into the week ahead, a completely different shift of energy here. So we've got the Chariot first of all. Then we have the 4 of Wands. So for some of you, there's been a change in your home setting, or you're looking at moving house, or have recently moved house. It doesn't even have to be about location and moving house either, but this is, to me, is about like moving forward in your community or in your home space, the roles you take within your community and home, wherever it is. with more confidence and more assurance. There's like something you've moved through in the recent past here has given you more clarity about what it is you want and how to go about it, and you're feeling more confident about moving ahead. You're feeling more optimistic about it. Maybe you've overcome something that's been really, really challenging and held on for a while to get through that, but now you're on this other side, and it's like it's bringing in like a lightness into the home space, like feeling like you can enjoy the day. There's more presence or something about this situation here. You have the Two of Cups in your week ahead also, along with the Ace of Cups. There's lots of passion and love in the week ahead. Love in the home space, feeling joy, feeling connected. There's this very special relationship here. For some of you, it's a platonic, it's a friendship situation, but for many of you, this is a romance. So this could be new love with the Ace of Cups here. It could be new love that's blossoming within an already existing relationship. Things are just feeling really good, really at home. There's this sweetness to this situation. It's like all this hard work is paying off, or there's something really coming that feels like a solace. It feels refreshing and soothing. You also have the Sun in your week ahead. You've got the Queen of Cups, so it's like you're ready to open and receive all of this goodness, all of this joy. You are a big component in receiving this joy by giving so much yourself to this situation. I think you're a very giving person. But there's someone here, this could be you, it could be someone else, that's just ready to receive you. It could be you, it could be them, but there's someone in this week that's just ready to receive all of this love. Could be both of you, of course. There's a very strong understanding. I feel like one person in this relationship is a little bit more intuitive than the other, maybe, or like very connected to what's going on for the other person, where they are, like throughout their day, like what's going on. You can just feel them or know what they're going through. You can see where they're at. I think there's a lot of inspiration here as well to stand strong, to believe in yourself. So like maybe you bounce off each other in that way of inspiring each other to, hold yourself in such a way to, I'm just getting that, maybe it's the way he's sitting, but it's just the straightening of the spine, the shoulders rounded and elevated, yeah, but like rounded, and then the shoulder blades back down, and that sort of, you know what I mean, where you bring your shoulders forward, roll them back, and then let them sit in this nice, strong, I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm talking about, but it's like, I don't know, there's something about like gathering your posture in this situation. I hope it makes sense. Maybe it's you're inspired to stand a little taller or to move into this next chapter with more confidence, because there's something fresh blossoming here, and you've got to believe in it. It's like building an old dream, building a dream from childhood. For some of you, this is like a long-standing childhood dream that's coming to life for you, and it affects your home life. It affects everything, but it's very nice. It's very nourishing. There's lots of love here. There's so much connection, like there's a lot of passion in this reading. And for some of you, this is like you've had toxic relationships in the past, and this is a more healthy relationship. So it's taking some getting used to all the what a healthy relationship looks like or feels like, or goodness, can be anything. Can also be, yeah, like different areas of life. Like one could be a financial situation that you're a bit overwhelmed by or stressed out by, or like even obsessed with obtaining some level of status is definitely a message for someone here. And it's like you're changing the way you approach that from into a more powerful place. Maybe you're also dabbling in a little bit of magic, witchcraft, rituals, things like that to help your own personal power along with this manifestation journey, whatever it is you're bringing in. In the area of challenge, we have the Strength, the Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. The challenge, it's interesting. So Strength here, Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. I wonder if actually Group 1 had a very similar bunch of cards somewhere, and I think it was in a different area, but I think it was like the same cards actually, or very close to it. Maybe you were drawn to Group 1, but in the challenge here right now is you're ability to be discerning. You're needing to stay in a way that is very discerning, to not be too much in your feels and emotions, although at the end of this week it does look like it. Your challenge right now is to stay even keeled, to stay logical, to careful plan this out, to not react very quickly to things in an emotional way, but stay grounded and keep working at the things that you're working at, because there's more needed from you and more time, more dedication, more investment. You're not to see the results yet for what you're working on right now, and you're going to have to trust that. You're going to have to stick to the plan, even though you can't see. What's going to help with this manifestation? Well, the Magician was the first one out. You're doing it. You've got the resources, you've got the talent, the ability. You're utilizing that. So the Magician being here is continue to create, continue to show up in your power, believe in yourself, utilize the resources you've got, the mindset. You know, you've got the Ten of Swords here next as well. So is it like you're manifesting the end of something? Are you manifesting an ending, a death? Not a literal death, of course, but the ending of something so that you can have a new beginning, perhaps. This very much an ending here with the Magician. It's like you're done with an old life or an old chapter, or maybe it's this situation with the Devil back in here. There's something here that you're done with. And then the Princess of Wands is an interesting one, because she's holding a rose and there's a love letter, and she sort of looks to the horizon to see this love come towards her. So it's maybe some things need to end before you can have this room in your life for this love or this new opportunity. It doesn't have to be love. There is some sort of new opportunity, new adventure waiting for you. But it's like you're in the middle of, or maybe the old and the new, still 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or there's still so much to unfold in this situation. But for the most part right now, you're needing to step into just joy and playfulness and to have a lot of fun with this journey, this point in the journey, because you're at a point in the journey, that's for sure. Judgment's the bottom deck, so you've got this realization, there's an awakening happening in your situation between you and another person likely, and you're starting to realize that things that have been cooking for a while are coming together in a way that you didn't see coming potentially. It's a good the Lovers. But there's stress, like I see the Moon, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. It's like, can it come quick enough? I don't know. There's like still work to be done. Things aren't moving fully, but yet they are. It's an interesting one. There's stop-start areas of life where things are like full steam ahead and other things are still cooking. So what you don't see coming with the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles and the High Priestess, you're not meant to know all that is coming towards you here, that's for sure, but there is a big change and a turn. The way in which your life is changing and turning right now is for long-term changes. These things that are coming into your life are here to stay, or the things that you're working on right now are building into something very sustainable and long-term. Ten of Pentacles here, lots of abundance. But with the High Priestess, there's a lot to this situation that is unknown still. You are needing to continue this Magician's journey. The Magician and the High Priestess are the first two major arcanas after the Fool. You know, the Fool on his beginner's journey into the world. So these are the two components of manifesting into the world, into the physical. The spirit and the physical right here. So what you don't see coming is the spirit catching up with the work you've been doing in the physical. You stepping up, growing, shifting mindsets. Like there's an activation happening here. What you don't see coming is the tangible results and then spirit's support to bring more of that in. So in the area of outcome, you have the Nine of Cups. What a beautiful outcome card for you, group 2. Wish fulfillment here and a lot of luck. You've got a ladybird here. You've got a family. They've got wine. They're cheers at the picnic. We've got the Princess of Pentacles. She's counting a big bag of money here. We've got the Three of Cups with new birth and celebration. So the outcome is fantastic. Your hard work is about to pay off. There's so many things that are being birthed into your world, new opportunities that, you know, on the horizon still to come that will birth into even greater things. Like this is fantastic. This is a fantastic energy. There's things to be celebrated coming up in the outcome, maybe this weekend as well, some good celebrations, or just things happening. Financial growth here. There's an opportunity, something you really want financially is going to come in. I don't know what this is because everyone's a little different. It needs your commitment. There's abundance here. It'll come in fast. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Could be to do with the coupling or a collaboration, like coming together with another person creates more abundance in your life. Or you create more abundance together. Maybe you team up or something here. It's like for some of you, there's like a marriage on the horizon that brings a lot of abundance into your life. Or the work that you do together or something like this. All right, let's move into the oracle. So we have a little Halloween oracle. Been saving it for this reading. Halloween oracle, quite literally. But the card is Spider, Community, and Web Weaving. I love to see that. You've got so many cards that talk around growth in your community in this reading here. Four of Wands there. Spider. Masses of sticky spider webs make any Halloween decorations complete. The idea of a haunted house covered in the artwork of a big, scary, hairy spider is a classical horror. Even those of us who appreciate our eight-legged friends still hurriedly brush off those stealthy webs if we run into them in the dark. Although most spiders are not venomous, humans have an innate fear of them. Perhaps it's the fangs or the poison. Perhaps it's all those legs and the way they move. Perhaps it's where they live, often in dark, hidden places. Or the way our Western popular culture has demonized them, making them giant, fierce, and man-eating. Some cultures, though, revere the spider in very positive ways. In many Native American traditions, for example, the spider is the creature that gives birth to all other animals and sustains the web of life. The goddess spider, grandmother, is the key deity that brings wisdom, safety, and communication to all tribes. She creates and wove the stars in the sky and makes soft webs for those who are troubled to rest upon and be supported by. Spiders' webs can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There is a fine line sometimes between a family or a community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community, at work or generally with others, and take steps to improve this or do it slightly differently. It also indicates that there needs to be a balance between what you do for yourself and what you do for others. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. It mentioned discernment, and you also have the card here of using discernment, and you've got the Queen of Swords in your challenge. So this Queen of Swords is using her discernment. So this could be you. It could also be for some of you, this Queen of Swords is challenging you this week. But I do feel like it's more about your own perception and how you're handling things. Stay logical. For some of you, there's a need to soften with that Queen of Swords, but you'll know where that's needed. Maybe, use discernment, right? That's what it's about. But for this spider web, I personally always see the spiders as very feminine spirits and creating webs that nurture us and networks that provide opportunities and community. It's networking to me. So I really like that particular message for you, group 2. We have the Mouse and the Buttercup next with Innocence. You may be embarking on a journey or starting down a new path. Remember that innocence and lack of understanding are not negative qualities. Instead, they remind us of our capacity for growth, adaptability, and learning. Very sweet. It is a time to be open and curious, to let things come in, she's open. Definitely open. The Magician is as well. Letting go of anything else that you do not need. 3 Moonology cards came out for you, so I will took them all. We have first full moon in Aquarius with Show the World the Real You. Definitely time for you to come out into the limelight, be seen, move with confidence. Your heart, 2 in Capricorn now. We've got the new moon in Capricorn and then the full moon. So there's a whole cycle here in this. When we look at it, it's a whole annual cycle. But anyway, Your hard work is paying off. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Show the world the true you. So I think that really does speak to itself, that Capricorn is energy that is dormant for a time. Like, it takes its time to grow things, but then what it builds to last. Celery seed with restoration and lethargy. Healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. The celery seed is a finicky essence, but widely used by many around the world. The amazing benefits from this plant and its many uses make celery a popular choice among health enthusiasts, nutritionists, and naturopaths. Celery was used as early as the 5th century by the Chinese and is widely used in Indian Ayurvedic practices today. Soothing digestive issues is one of the many benefits of celery seed essential oil. It can also naturally assist the irregular menstrual flows, water retention, and uterine health. When we use this powerful essence, we move and remove emotional and physical toxicity that has been keeping us stagnant. Celery seed helps remove toxins from the liver, which houses rage, frustration, and envy. When the liver is blocked energetically, you might feel sluggish and lethargic. Your energy loads and toxins are not removed efficiently by normal flow of energy, and you might feel overloaded with energies that are no longer needed. The celery personality, when in the negative state, will feel cloudy in spirit and confused at heart, which makes decision making a challenge, and people around you might see you as vague and aloof. When celery seed is in the positive aspect of the essence, he knows how to resolve any issues with ease. He takes logical steps to resolve stagnant situations, and he has the power to figure out the capability of his soul. There is no resentment in his actions, and all the frustration has been channeled into positive actions. It blends well with cilantro, lemongrass, grapefruit, and lemon. The divinatory meaning is it's time to move on. Make the changes that are necessary to propel you forward. Remove noxiousness out of your life, which comes in many forms. Slowly make sure you address all of them. It is normal to feel that you don't know where to start and you don't know how to change. Ask celery seed essence for help, and be sure to see, hear, and feel the signs. No matter what the situation, emotion, or person you are dealing with, you sure can get unstuck. The affirmation is, I propel forward with love as many positive opportunities open up for me. There's a lot of typos in this particular page, which I'm surprised by. I always like, come on, like, where's your editor? Who checked it? I've got a lot of inner planets in Virgo, mind you. That's where that's coming from. Anyway, we have lie and truth. Use discernment, see things for what they really are, not for what you want them to be. This devil energy coming back to the noxiousness to be removed from your life. Like, this can be toxins of any kind. This can be smoking, drinking, scrolling, like, you name it, you know it. Getting a hold of that is going to give you so much motivation and confidence. If there's something that's slowing you down, maybe it's eating certain foods. We have awaken the witch, awaken your dormant potential and unlock your inner witch. You may like to play around with rituals, awaken the witch and what that means to you. And then pendulum. Okay, group 2. Let's have a look at your pendulum questions. So we're starting with a yes, please. Great, and then a no. Very easy, thank you very much. Okay, now the answer for group 2's question, please. I'm not going to get an answer here. It's going for a big old maybe. It depends. I wanted to say it depends on you, but that's not for everyone. Round and round. It's confused. Can we just maybe you want to pause the video, get another question, reframe your question? I don't know. Keep the same question if you want to, but let's just have another look-see, please. The answer for group 2's question. Did I say 1 before? Is that the confusion? I always wonder if I've said 1 or 2 or what I've said. Okay, so... Oh, you're not going to move at all now? They're like, no. Alright, we're just going to leave it there for group 2. I'm sorry you didn't get the answer to your question, but that's okay. Not meant to know, or maybe it's something to do with timing or something else. But anyway, that's what that said. We won't push it. You can fast forward to the end of another pile for a new question. But anyway, that's what I have for you, group 2. Hopefully that has given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. Hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. And if you're after a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. There should be some spots for November available. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Pyrite cluster, then this one is for you. Pyrite is a beautiful stone protecting from negative energy, unblocking any uncertainties you may have, helping to stimulate the memory and the intellect. Maybe you're needing some out-of-the-box thinking or something in this situation. But anyway, some of the main energies in your reading, group 3, we have Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Taurus quite strongly here. Maybe a little bit of Libra as well. So that could be you or someone you're dealing with, but it doesn't matter too much. We're just going to start out with the past energy for our group 3s. So we have here the 9 of Wands, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands. Look at this. This is like fresh, beautiful energy coming in for you, but you're exhausted. You're like, oh, I don't know if I've got the energy it takes to continue on this journey or to execute this plan or whatever this is you're moving forward with. Like there's a fresh opportunity here for you in the recent past, as in you've taken perhaps a leap of faith in a new journey on a new path, something that calls your spirit, or you may feel a lot of passion or excitement or energy towards that direction. For some of you, this is an offering coming towards you as well. In the recent past, an offer came towards you and you weren't ready for it, or you didn't think you were ready for it, or maybe you're just a little weary and tired, with the 9 of Wands being the first card out. It is a card of the wounded warrior, being battle weary, being a little bit guarded and self-protective, but there's beautiful new blessings here for you, and it's like it's sort of coaxing you out of your cave maybe, or there's things that are calling to you to bring you out into the light, into the path ahead. You can go, I'm also going to do the pendulum for you if you want to stick around for that at the end. But yeah, past energy, there is fresh passion here in the immediate energy. It's like something inspiring for you. As we progress into the week ahead, we're starting with the Hanged Man, and Hanged Man can be a bit of a stuck energy. It can be, especially with Temperance coming straight after it, 2 major arcanas to show that, like, this moment you might be going through a wee bit of a pause right now, just wanting to protect your own energy, to create more of a balance and take things a little slower, because there might be some things right now that you want shifted but are immovable at this time, or there's something here that's like you're going to have to go around it or figure it out a new way to handle this situation. Could be to do with family or a separation for some of you here, or just navigating a really big change in your life. The Hanged Man is often a card asking you to look at it from a different perspective in this situation, a perspective of more peace, of more balance, where everybody wins if possible. Further into the week ahead, we have the 6 of Cups. We also have the 7 of Wands there, and they kind of came together, which made me think there could be a situation coming up with family, or maybe like someone from your past. Could also be an ex if you're co-parenting or something. There could be something coming up here where you are needing to defend yourself with the 7 of Wands there. This is a liberation card. So it's like maybe your life is changing in such a way. With the Four of Wands on the bottom deck, which is about home and family. So this whole situation could be about home and family, and having a new beginning or having a change in that area. But yeah, you are in a situation right now where you're kind of needing to fight a little bit for something. It does feel like that. You may not want to. You may be just needing to stand up for yourself and what you believe in. Maybe it's not about fighting, but it is about defending potentially. The situation to do with family, or there's some healing to do with family and children. I feel like for some of you, I do feel like for someone there's like you may be struggling with one of your children, or some of the behavior or the things that they go through at school or something like that. You may need to advocate for them or defend them in some way. For some of you, you may be like sort of, yeah, you may be in that position or other. Take it how it fits your situation here, but it does feel like a lonely journey at times. We've got the Hermit and the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles next. This is quite the lonely journey. Actually, when I look at all these cards, and except of course if you have children or someone you're looking after, or pets or something like this, with a dependent of some kind. But I think you are the responsible one in your life at this time. We have the Hermit, yes, the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles here, and to end your week. So you're definitely pulling your energy away from adversary or challenge, and wanting to just retreat and let go of the stress and drama, wanting to sort of set yourself up in a more stable sense. Nine of Pentacles is an abundant energy of sort of reaping all the rewards of their hard work. And it's not until you walk away from something, or shift some of this energy, or continue moving along, focusing only on your priorities and letting go of these things that bog you down and pull away at your attention and keep you distracted from what's important. It's then that you'll see a more abundant energy coming in for you. And I do feel like a little bit of time on your own wouldn't hurt right now, or just a bit of downtime would be really nice for you. I think you are really figuring out where it is you need to remove yourself from situations that are not good for you, or working out so that you can be more independent. In the area of challenge, you have got the Three of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Hierophant. So for some of you, this could be like your ex-husband with the Hierophant and the King of Cups and the Three of Swords. There could have been a betrayal in this situation, or some heartache in some way. There could be emotional manipulation from a certain person that you're dealing with. This could be also a teacher or some kind of leader in your community that you're having challenges with at this time. But the challenges here are definitely with regards to this King of Cups and some heartache that has been brought to the table, whether it's by you or them, we won't know. It's a general, but there's a need. Maybe in the past there's been a need to conform to their ways, or maybe even now it may feel like you're having to conform to something. But the Three of Swords, it feels like that's wrong for you, like you can't keep doing that, or you've had to do something that suits you better, even if it causes pain, because conforming to someone else's way has not been true to you. What will help with this challenge? We have the Four of Swords, so time out, rest, contemplation, meditate. Not responding to anyone right now, but just contemplating, thinking about things, keeping your truth, contemplating your truth, but just sort of keeping that sword close to your chest and not really giving or revealing too much right now, while you wait and see the lay of the land, because we have the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands. So it's, that in the future there's going to be opportunity for you to jump ship, or an opportunity for you to change path, but it's not quite time right now. Like there's a lot of energy this week of sort of sitting and waiting, or like the timing's not quite right here yet. Take your time, do what you need to do. Careful planning for the future. Good things are coming. But what you don't see coming is, for someone, this quite clearly a mother and daughter having a disagreement or an argument in this section, but not for everyone, of course. Definitely there for someone. What you don't see coming is an argument with someone who's either older or younger than you. You could be on either side here, but there's conflict between you and another person. Or there's conflict between you and what you're trying to achieve. Maybe you've already built so much and you're wanting a new piece of freedom, and it's like so much would fall apart for you to go for that, because of how much you've actually built. For others of you, yeah, like I said, this is a conflict between you and another person. It doesn't have to be the mother, but the Empress is here. And then the Page of Wands. So I see defiance here as well. This could be your child. Like, you could be dealing with a child who has their own mind, you know, and they've got to do it their way, that type of thing. A very free-spirited person here. Yeah, what you don't see coming is a little conflict that helps clear the air. I see the Queen of Swords here too, so somebody is going to be, I just picked it up and saw the Tower revealed. So there's going to be a conflict or a conversation with someone this week that needs to happen. It needs to clear the air. I think it won't be entirely comfortable, of course, but, you know, needs to happen. Anything else around that? Queen of Wands now. 9 of Cups on the bottom. This to me is like, regardless of what other people's opinions are or what they want you to be doing or what's going on, you needing to just take leadership in your own life, defend yourself, defend your children, defend your actions, your choices, or whatever is needed to be defended, and go your own way. In the area of outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So things are definitely changing. The wheel is turning for you, and you're going to see that while you continue to chip away and work away at the things you need to work at, and that could be your employed work, your something you're developing. That she's like slowly becoming a fantastic dancer by showing up every day and stretching and doing her exercises. So it's like whatever you show up at each day, you're going to see the momentum is building, and there's a lot more opportunity. Some of you may have structural knee injury here. I just saw that while she was holding her leg. But yeah, you'll look after yourself. Or you may not, you know, you may be a bit stop and start with this Knight of Wands energy if you don't do things correctly and look after yourself as well. So there is a need for you to be bold and be that Queen of Wands, but also strategic, careful, and planning and executing that plan by showing up every day for something here too. There's a lot of excitement in this energy. There's a lot of like exciting days and then lulling days, but just go with the flow of it all. I don't know I want to get a little bit something else. I want to look at that. Yeah, turning a situation that's very disappointing and maybe even hopeless or helpless at times. Like there's a lot of barriers or challenges to overcome potentially for you or another person you're dealing with. And it's like someone wants to lift someone else up and give them a lot of hope and support and just keep nurturing them to see that growth. 6 of Swords, yeah, letting go and leaving the past behind, letting the way forward be easier. Maybe you or your partner or someone is like a little heavy like this, but there's someone else that's like, no, we can do this. It's going to be fine. I don't know what that message was for. Anyway, we'll go into the Oracle cards for your reading and then the Pendulum. So happy Halloween, everyone. We've got the Halloween deck for today. And you have the Skull of Stars for your first card. This skull brings us back to the fact that we are all made of stuff of stars, yet many of us think so small. We're each born with a blank canvas to paint upon, and we are indeed an open sky of possibilities. It is easy to feel small in a world that is so busy, impersonal, and seemingly self-absorbed. We can at times feel lost and unclear about the direction and lose sight of our place in the cosmos. The Skull of Stars reminds us that we are only limited by our imagination and boundaries. If we can dream it, it is possible. This card indicates that you may need to think bigger and move broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are some false beliefs already old, or often old and no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community, yet feel incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life that you want and honor your own wishes and truth. Now, and can we not see that in this Hierophant here, the King of Cups, the 3 of Swords, you know, even this, the 7 of Wands and the Hermit, the 8 of Cups, like all of this energy is someone who's getting real honest with themselves and and then maybe that goes against what other people's beliefs are or indoctrinations. There's so much here about liberation in this reading, and it's painful, it's uncomfortable, no one wants to go through it, but it gets you where you want to be. So dream big. We have the snail and the huckleberry with trust in the invisible. The determined and deliberate snail carries its home on its back. While it may seem like a simple, humble creature, the spiral of its shell portends great mystery, representing the cycle of life. Like the snail, the huckleberry is sometimes associated with smallness and insignificance. A huckleberry, in late 19th century slang, was a person of little consequence. However, it is a powerful fruit that grows plentifully, offering life-sustaining nutrients to both humans and woodland creatures. Together, the snail and the huckleberry invite an appreciation for what is beneath the surface and to trust in what cannot be seen. The meaning of this card is, now is a good time to follow your bliss, trusting in invisible supports. With great risk comes great reward. With great risk comes great reward, and then you have be bold and make the first move. We've seen the Queen of Wands, we've got the Seven of Wands. This is a really encouraging message for you. We have oregano with clarity, experience, and protection. Every experience, good or bad, is a priceless collector's item. Oregano's tenacious personality can break through barriers like any other essence. Strong in character and willing in power, it gets completely emotionally detached from situations and can see the clear picture easily and effortlessly. Oregano is aware of his strength and is selective about how it is used. A positive state of oregano knows how to use his strength and won't waste his better moves in small situations or weak people. Sometimes oregano can be so rigid that it lacks patience with those who don't have the same level of understanding. However, it comes back to basics quickly and can adapt to the needs of others. When oregano personality is presented in the negative aspect, it can often feel weak and easily affected by others. It is good at keeping things inside instead of sharing them, an inner turmoil that always ends up in a struggle. Oregano is like a Shaolin monk. He is quiet and meditative, focused on his practice. He is often free from attachments. He is ready and highly prepared to act and defend when it is needed. Stay calm and focus through the turmoil. Assess every move and act only when it is required. Don't be impulsive or overreactive. You need protection right now, so be mindful of your surroundings. The affirmation is, life brings me all that I've ever needed and desired. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And then 2 quality time cards. You have self-love. Love your work. Ask yourself today if what you're doing is truly making you happy. And create an altar, create a sacred space to help you manifest your intentions. If you've already got an altar, maybe you'd like to freshen it up a little bit. And then the pendulum for group 3. So let's have a look. Can we see what yes is going to be? Okay. Show me yes again. Good. Okay, we're on. And the answer for group 3's question, please. It's a yes, but for some reason I felt like something going backwards. Like it's a backwards yes. I don't know what that means. It felt like it was going yes in reverse. I don't know. I hope that somehow oddly makes sense to one of you out there. You're like, it usually does. Whenever I have a little extra something to say about the answer, people comment or message me to let me know why it fit that particular way or the message that came with it. And it's always very interesting. I enjoy that. But yeah, that is what I have for you, group 3, in this reading. Hopefully it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box. There should be some spots left for November. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care, group 3. Bye.